Hey guys, today I am going to be sharing a booty workout using the hip circle or mini bands, booty bands, whatever you want to call them. So we're going to start with the medium. The first exercise I'm going to have you guys do is a forward walk to squat exercise. So I will give you guys a quick demo. You're going to place the band up above your knees and we're going to start in a squat. We're going to be forward walking with our feet apart. And we're going to perform 5 squats every 5 steps. So we're going to start in a squat. We're going to walk 5 steps. We're going to stop and we're going to do 5 squats up and down. Pulling those knees apart. And then you're going to repeat back into that squat, forward walk. Okay, our next exercise is going to be a side-to-side step. Again, we're going to keep the band above our knees. We're just going to be stepping side to side, stretching the band as much as possible. So again, we're going to start in that squat. We're going to step, hovering that foot just inside the other foot, not completely setting it down, keeping tension on that band throughout every step. Staying nice and low, keeping our chest up nice and tall. You're going to do 30 reps, so 15 to each side. So you're keeping those knees pulling apart the whole time. Okay, our next exercise is going to be laying on the floor. This is a glute bridge. We're going to elevate our hips off the floor using the band. Again, just above the knees. We are going to pull apart that band as we're in that glute bridge, and then we're also going to add abduction pulses. So abduction is pulling the legs away from the center of the body. So our knees are going to pull out, return back to center. Okay, so just glute bridge, abduction. So here's what it looks like. Okay, make sure that band is around the knees where you can pull apart and get good resistance. We're going to bridge up. Okay, squeezing those glutes, and then we're just going to pulse, pulling apart, holding that bridge. Squeezing the glutes the whole time. You're going to do 20 of these. So the next exercise we're going to do is just a static in-place squat with the mini band around our thighs just above our knees. Okay, so similar to what we did with the forward walk with the squats incorporated, this one's just going to be a static squat. Okay, so we're going to just stand with our feet shoulder width apart, band above the knees. Okay, and we are going to squat, pulling those knees apart. You're going to do 20 reps. So you should feel some tension in your glutes throughout. If you're pulling those knees apart, squeezing your glutes at the top with each rep. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and repeat that for 20 reps. All right, our next exercise is going to be your basic banded glute kickback. So again, keeping that band just above the knees. We're going to get into a 4-point stance here with our hands and our knees. Okay, from there, we're going to pull those knees apart just slightly. We're going to go ahead and extend that leg back. Contracting the glute at full extension. So you'll get a little bit of resistance with that band. You really want to focus on squeezing your glute at this full extension here. Bringing the knee back to starting position and extending back. Okay, you're going to do 20 reps, and then you'll switch and do 20 on the other side. Okay, our next exercise is going to be more abduction. Okay, we're really focusing on that outer glute muscle. This is going to be standing abduction. Okay, so you can grab something to hold on to stabilize yourself. And band at the knees again. Okay, and we are going to balance on the left leg and abduct with the right. Focusing on keeping this leg totally straight. You can contract that quad, abs tight, and just pulling straight out to the side. Okay, our next version of abduction is going to be the seated variety. So seated on a bench or a chair, whatever you have. Just make sure you're able to get your feet flat on the ground, or at least your toes. We're going to keep that band right above the knees like we have for all of these, and we're just going to perform a seated double abduction. So both knees pulling apart, again focusing on those outer glutes. Okay. You'll probably want to go to your harder resistance band for these because you are seated and stabilized. You're going to want a little bit more resistance for these. Just make sure you're keeping your abs tight, pulling that band apart as far as you can, and focusing on squeezing both sides equally.